Because I've noticed that you have to start earlier because it actually goes live a little bit earlier.
Yeah,
and then we're always pulling
way.
stupid faces.
Yeah.
So
as soon as you go live, I'm going to post it on my Facebook.
There we go.
Just give me 1 second.
Okay. So hi everybody, it's Pip and me again. I hope you're all
Pip
keeping...
and I.
Pip and I, even you know what I meant. And we got matchy tots on today.
Yeah, I just got out the shower. My hair's still wet.
Yeah, the water went cold this morning. We don't know why. I hope you're all keeping well. You're all keeping safe, and I hope you can see us. I know there's I think one person online at the moment.
Say hello.
Say hello.
Let's hope you can hear us.
Yep. And today we've got lots of fun. We've got alcohol inks, or media inks as Pentart calls it. Very, very vibrant colours. Lots of different techniques, and Pip's going to be showing you that. And today it's my job to do comments. So please ask me lots of questions, otherwise I have to fall asleep because I have to listen to her. Not really, not really.
I'm not listening.
Hi, Els. I hope you're well. Saw the snow and the sunshine.
Oh, gorgeous picture, Els.
Hi, Paul. I hope you're well. I hear it's really warm in the UK. Well, it's really sunny here today as well. So we're just going to go through and show you how to work with the alcohol inks. The media inks by Pentart. Pip's going to be showing you that. We've got a few other things that we've got to do, which are share with you some cards, share with you some different techniques, and we're also right at the end going to give you a sneak peek here on the Elizabeth Crafts Designs camera kit, which I know a lot of you have already received, so we'll chat about that right at the end. Okay, so everything is good and we're going to get started in a few minutes. Yeah. I'll see to the comments and see what Paul's up to.
Oh, hold on. Let's talk about your gorgeous card kits that you made.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, let's talk about those gorgeous card kits. Here, we get a little bit more light here. Do you have it? No, you don't have anything open, do you?
No, don't have anything open.
A bit pixelated, you said.
Maybe it's just the internet. We had a lot of rain yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah, I know. Look, we got the alien eyes going on again. Let me see. There it is.
So
I don't know how you had it. You had it really good. Maybe I'll have the alien eye today. Can you see it?
She's got no halo, so she has to have the alien eye.
Okay. Okay, so let's get rid of Paul for a minute. Okay. So somebody had put a comment on my Facebook saying, "Oh my God, you've been so busy, Brett." And then Nikki says, "Oh my God, you're so talented." Well, I can't take credit for the card kits because Dali did them. I'm just the deliverer. I'm just a messenger that goes and drops them off to anybody. But the pictures that I took, they did no justice to how gorgeous the cards are. Now, I think a couple of the kits we've only got, I think 1 or 2 left. But we just wanted to go through them again so you kind of understand what's in the kit. He says
clean the lens. I'm going to clean the lens.
He says clean the lens. That's why we need Paul. Is it better, Paul? Did we clean the lens? Maybe we're just grimy looking today. But I just had a shower, right?
And I did too, by the way.
So, believe it or not, Dali created these from one... was it one sheet that you used, hon?
Gail's asking, how do we open the alcohol inks? So there is a technique to it. So we'll just show you that because now Gail wants to get started, obviously. So if you remove the top... I
told Gail yesterday when I dropped it off.
If you remove the top and...
Take a tack.
And then take a pin, as we call it in the UK, but obviously take a tack.
Or
one of your poker tools, then you can do that. And the reason they do that is, one, because it's alcohol based, and secondly is so that you get this really fine nozzle. Now, if you really, really, really have trouble, all of these do screw off. Okay?
Don't do what I do. I chop the top off because I sometimes when I'm making a video I have to go like super fast. But the pin is the best way to go.
Yep.
It looks good over there.
It looks fine on ours here. So,
Yeah.
Paul, maybe it's your internet today.
Yeah, maybe it's your internet because you're having problems. Because when we look on my laptop, it's looking good. Does anybody think this looks too pixelated or pixelated? Is that what pixelated?
Yeah, she knows what she's talking about. She's been drinking again. So let's carry on, and hopefully the recorded, if this isn't working so well, will be better. So hopefully that should be okay. We can see it very clearly here. Yeah. So I don't know, Gail, if you can see it clearly in Canada. So just let us know. Just up the street. Just up the street. Maybe it's just England. So shall we start off with? Okay, so yes, let's start off. Okay, Paul, we're gonna start now. Okay, so how many cards did you get out of this one sheet or 2 sheets of paper that you've been using? Now, this was one. This was one. So this was one. Oh, that's right. This was one sheet. So these are the cards that I've made. If you can see them, let me see. Do you want me to do the show and tell? Yeah, and you talk about them because I like doing the show and tell. Okay, here we go. Okay, card number 1. So you're going to get all the cards. Or look, I don't do this bit. No, you get all your cards cut. Look, I do this bit. You get all the backing papers. You get an envelope, and you can make the love signs, ribbons, sequences, hearts. Yeah, and you can make up to 20 cards. If not more, depending on how you use the papers. I made 20 cards. So I made these notelets. They're absolutely gorgeous. And they've all got beautiful sentiments on. And the die cuts are stitched, the ones in the back, the stitched die cut. Yeah. So they're absolutely beautiful. And I know Elizabeth Crafts sells all the stitched die cuts if anybody wants them. So they're just absolutely beautiful. So, and ribbons. And ribbons, we did say ribbons. And this die cut right here. So that's one of the Becky Seddon die cuts, which we use a lot. But you can see, and I've also made this, it's really a 6x6 card as well, which you'll also get. And these kits are ready to assemble. Everything's been pre-cut and done for you. So you can just have fun and assemble them. They're a great project to do with the children too. Okay, next kit is like my second favorite because my very first favorite I've saved for last. I said, Dali, can we show that kind of last? Okay, now how many cards you got here? Oh, I think it's again 20. Well, maybe show them and we'll count them. Yeah, that's a good idea. But you can make up to 20, I think. Yeah, you can make up to 20. With this one, you get 2 sheets. So let me just show them. Okay, Paul's happy now. Something happened and something's obviously... I don't know if he's drinking. It's only 6 o'clock. It is what time there? It is drinking time there. So you get this beautiful paper, which you can actually use... For all your elements, which you can decoupage. And then you get these beautiful, I suppose, toppers, as I would call them. So Pip's going to just show you what you can do with this kit. And with this kit, what we've done is we've kind of, alien line makes me laugh. What we've done with this kit, we've left the 2 12x12s as are because you don't have to do them the way that we did them. You're also going to get your Pentart purple glitter, ribbons, and you're going to get 4 pots of different galaxy flakes to use. These are so scrumptious. Dali just wants to eat them. So there's card number 1. Card number 2. Hi, Oti. Card number 3. Look how cute they are. You know, because it is summer, and what is it summer? No, not till June the 21st officially. So these are just the cards made just using those 2 papers. Now you could just use 1 paper. So you can see they've been built up. So they or you could use both papers together like I did. So I managed to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've probably made about 20 cards again. So absolutely lovely to work with, and the flakes just make these cards. Yeah, we're giving you 4 pots of little flakes. And we're giving some diamante as well. Diamantes, gems ribbons, as well. The backing papers, the actual cards that they're going to go on. So we're making it easy for you guys. But these are lovely. If you're somebody who cooks, somebody who gives
bakes like Terry.
Yeah, or just likes cake and ice cream like I do, then these are absolutely beautiful, beautiful sentiments, beautiful cards. I'm not really a card maker, but I really enjoyed working with these.
Hard to believe you did this from 2 sheets.
So just 2 sheets of 12 by 12, and the colours have all been matched for you. All the elements have been put together for you. Done all the hard work for you, but you still have fun putting them together. And if you want to use the sheets differently, you could do.
And this is why we call it Sweet Story Card Kit. Look at that. It's all from those 2 sheets. How gorgeous. Well done, Dali.
Thank you.
Okay, another kit out the way. Everything you need to make this one too.
All the ribbons, all the embellishments, everything. The backing cards, everything.
There you go.
You just have to do some cutting, that's it, and some glue.
And then my most favorite, but we're saving the most favorite thing till last.
Okay.
The most favorite thing that we have on our hands.
Most favorite.
But yeah, next to the very last one.
Shall I show the big sheet first?
Yeah, you show the big sheet. I'm just dying to get my hands on these ones. The pictures on these didn't do it no justice.
No.
I was probably drinking when I took them.
Yeah. So you again get 2 sheets.
So cute.
So you get this beautiful one.
Look at these little guys.
And that makes 20 cards. So I've made 20 cards out of that sheet. But on this occasion, we've given you a bonus sheet. So you've got 20 more tags, journaling, whether you just want to use it to put on a present. So whatever you want to do, you've got those to play with at your leisure.
Again, these die cuts have all been done for you. These are ready to assemble. So you get like packs of 4. So I will open up a couple and show you. But these are all ready to go. How cute is this? Imagine putting these in a box. And they're all done to match. So these are again just assemble.
And you get all of that, all the ribbons, all the different ribbons.
Neapolitan ice cream, this one.
Yeah.
So I'll just show you. So you're going to get the ribbon that goes on that. And then I'll just show you a couple of the cards. Like, how cute are they? And again, all your die cutting and everything is going to be done for you.
Obviously, you can add more, less.
Yeah, we've used a little bit of a glitter pen there. Oh, whoopsie daisy.
Some really nice sentiments. So
Look
let's celebrate. Happy birthday.
And they're all matching sets, so you get a set of 4 matching. So you actually end up with 5.
And that's another colour combination. Hugs and kisses to you all. Hello. Hi, Pat. Hi, Judy. There you go.
So these
20
card
again.
kits are to die for. These are like, I just love. Look how cute it is. I do. Look how cute they are. Yeah, so they're ready to assemble and ready to go, and you get the bonus sheet with these too.
Yeah.
Now, our number 1 for today, our number 1 is under there.
Which was that? The
number 1.
So number 1, I have to say
for
next week, I have to say a big thank you to Elizabeth Craft Designs for letting us have the camera dies to sell. So this is the camera kit. It's a limited edition. And it's absolutely brilliant. These are some inspirations from your die, the dies that come with this. And what I want to say is that it's been a pleasure to work with. And next, I know a lot of you have purchased it. And I know a lot of you have been using different papers. And I know some of you use the papers I created as digital downloads. So I want to say a big thank you. But I've also been using, obviously, odds and ends like Stamperia, Fabrica, Minte. So some of the stashes I've got. So I'm just going to show you a couple of examples. But next week I will go step by step through each of the elements and how I've used them, whether differently to some of the people or as they've been made. So I'm really doing. I don't know what she's smiling at again. So anyway. Do you want to do the show and tell on this?
I will do the show and tell.
I'm going to take the pages out for you so you can have a nice open.
Yeah.
So, put the rings
like
on.
Sally says, we'll go through the elements of this and all the little things. It comes with so many absolutely gorgeous. We are so blessed. Thank you, Els. And all the different ways of doing this. And Dahlia just put this together for today because we're saving a really good one for Facebook next week. Lots of surprises. So I'll just show you some of the inside cards, and you can go anywhere with this. You can make it for children, adults, travel, graduation. I mean, how smart was that? A camera kit. And look how you can work with all the different dies that are already in there. These are all these little elements here, all the elements on the front.
My favourite is the little camera.
Yeah, Dali loves a little camera. I think she uses it on every page. And some completion ones to do. So we are so excited. We just got them in the mail on Friday, and everybody that had ordered from here in Canada, they got theirs either on Saturday or they got them yesterday. So exciting. And then this is what we're going to be demoing and teaching how to make on next Tuesday's Facebook
Next Tuesday, and we will have a sneak peek, and we will put some of the elements that you need and where you can buy them, and so that if you don't have the kit already, you can already get the camera kit as well, and some of the digital downloads to help you do this. I am designing some more papers, so if you want to use those, you're welcome to use those as well. So,
and you have more Elizabeth craft products on your website too. Stamps and stuff. Gail, I know you need 2 stamps for Elizabeth Crafts. I'll get those in.
So we had from Sue Smith, there was a brand new launch of 5 beautiful sentiment stamps, which can be used for your journaling, but can be used for your card making. I know especially in Canada and the US, very, very popular in terms of these sentiments and the way you make your cards here. So definitely, I know a few of you have already ordered them, and if they want them, they're available.
Yeah. So get your orders in. They are a limited edition, and again, we've been very blessed to have Al's let us in on this.
Yeah,
very exciting.
So I've actually done it with a set of papers I created, and this was just a demo one. So I'm actually going to be showing you how to do this. So I'm just going to show you a very little, just a little bit, not too much.
Oh, gorgeous.
So
truly Dali mixed media style.
So it's my little camera, it's my mixed media, and you get all of those elements within the digital download. And I've done the front for you as well. It's not a completed project. It's something I'm still working on, and something I'm going to work with you on next week. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to post some pictures, get you some inspiration for the following Tuesday. But before that, let's join Pip in making some alcohol ink cards.
Okay then. So for those of you who have kits that I've already delivered for today's class, you can go ahead and pull them out. Don't forget, you can always watch, and you can always come back later and create your projects. I hate that alien eye. I can't seem to get it out of my head. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is I actually have, this is my box full of alcohol inks and fun stuff. So I'm just going to take a few things out. Make sure you get some like parchment paper or something that is kind of waterproof. And I don't really typically use the baby wipes. I tend to use paper towel a lot because it really soaks up the ink. Now, everybody tends to use Yupo paper, which is great. I in fact do use that too, depending on what I'm doing. The thing that I really like about the Pentart alcohol inks is 2 main things. Well, 3. For starters, they come in like 63 different colors. 2, they have a longer drying time. Therefore, you have more time to manipulate them, as you will see today, and therefore you don't get those dark rings you normally do with alcohol ink if it dries or goes into another color. So they blend quite seamlessly. 3, they are like super, super duper vibrant, and they keep their sheen and their vibrancy. They don't fade. And now I have a 4th one that just came into my head. And 4th, you don't have to go out and buy everything that is now pearlized or iridescent in alcohol inks in the same colors that you already had, because Pentart has, for a while now, has this mixative that's called Rainbow, and I'll show you how to use this, and hopefully it comes across in the video. it will pearlize and make everything glittery and iridescent. So any color you have, you just need this one bottle. Okay. Oh, and the bottles are bigger than the regular alcohol ink ones that you normally get. Okay, so that's like 5 points. So let's get started. So a couple of techniques that I'm going to be showing you today is how I like to work with the alcohol inks and create stuff, and incorporating wax paste into your alcohol inks, and also embossing with alcohol inks, and last but not least, how to use alcohol inks with my Smoosh technique and then stamp. Oh, for those of you that need the camera kit, I see Dali has just posted it. And Gail, you only have 8. I can get you 55 if you like. We'll slowly build it up. Hopefully this COVID will be over soon, and then you can just pop by and pick your own colors. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and let's start. And I'm telling you, I'm flying by the seat of my pants today because I was so busy over the weekend doing deliveries. And like I said, I just got out of the shower. My hair is drying as we speak. Okay. Oh, and I had a question this morning. Somebody, just before I get started, I had a question this morning. Somebody asked me, Paula posted Pongo. I go by many names. And Pipart, Mindy, when I was a child, Perpendicular, because my real name's Perminder. And when I go to England, my dad calls me Pingo the Dingo. So when I go to England, normally I'm called Pingo by Paul and Dali. For some reason, they started calling me Pongo. So that's where Pongo comes from. The sad part about that is, as funny as it is, Pong means a really rancid smell in England. So I'm not sure whether it means something when they call me Pongo, or whether they're just being funny. I don't know. Maybe I don't shower enough. So I don't know. So that's, for those of you who are asking, where does Pongo Shokart come from? It comes from my dad's Pingo Dingo to Pingo to Pongo. Anyway, little story. Let's get going. Okay, let's see. This is where the magic's going to happen. Dali, you can let me know. How's it looking? Paul can let me know if it's bright enough. Are we there yet?
Okay, you did a great job.
Okay, first card that we're going to do is this one. Now, I talked to you guys yesterday, well, not yesterday. I had mentioned last week that this wasn't going to be about matte and layering and putting your cards together. This was simply just going to be about teaching you different techniques of how I like to use them. Now, for those of you who I dropped the kit off for, you will notice that I already have embossed your paper. Oh, I have a 6th point now why I like the Pentart Media Inks. I started off talking about Yupo paper. How quick I go off topic. Yupo paper is great. But guess what? With the Pentart inks, I don't know what I got on there. With the Pentart inks, media alcohol inks, I find that I can just use a regular, like a poster board. So Dali had brought me some from the UK, but I have quite a bit of it. And it's really inexpensive, like really, really inexpensive, just like kind of regular cardstock inexpensive. So that's what I'm going to be using today. It does bleed through a little bit when you've embossed the paper because you've obviously broken the fibers down. But when you're not and you're doing the smooshing technique, I will show you how it doesn't seep through. Okay, so let's start off let's do this one first. This is this one. This one is to show you how to just get overall ink all over your, hold on, I've got to switch off some comments here. I think that's Paul. Give me 1 second, because I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, back to normal. And the lighting good, Dali?
Very good. Paul says it's amazing.
Amazing. Okay, so with this one, what you're going to do, you're going to actually end up covering the whole embossed piece. Now here I've already cut down to the size that I want. Normally I usually like to leave an extra bit, because then I can actually square it off if I don't like the colors. So this is going to be really simple. I use this brush all the time. It's the same brush I use all the time. And what I do is I just have some diluent here. If you don't have diluent on you, you can just use some rubbing alcohol. So this already has a color in it. So all you're going to do is you're going to come in with your colors of choice, and you're just going to drop them wherever you want to. And like I said, this one's embossed, so it is going to seep through a little bit.
That's the dilutant is clear, isn't it?
Yeah, the dilutant is like a rubbing alcohol. And then basically all you're going to do, you're just going to take your brush and let them blend in like this. Now I've gone quite light here. Yeah, Paul's going to get mad at me because he's going to say, you're sniffling again.
Sniffling.
And all you're doing is you're slowly getting them to blend like this.
That's right.
Thank you. And you're just going to keep working your way around. And you're going to keep doing this until you've got your whole sheet covered. And you can come back in with some more colour.
I don't know why I'm coming up to you. I'm supposed to be sitting down monitoring the comments.
Dali's coming to hang out with me. She realised she's got to do the comments. So you're just going to keep going around. And as you can see how you don't get those dark lines, even though I added some more ink on there. And you can just keep coming in and keep adding as you need to. So because this has a longer drying time, you don't really have to worry about it much. And like now, it might not look like much, but as it starts drying, and obviously I gave the colors that I've used on those ones in the kits, but as you can see, if you can see as it starts to dry, it starts to get that sheen on it. I don't know if you can quite see it.
I think you might blow your nose because otherwise Paul's going to have to.
So this is a different embossing folder, but basically once you get going and you start sticking it down matte and layering it, and obviously I've used colors that are slightly different than the ones in the kits because I wanted to show you the vibrancy of the colors opposed to how good they were blending when I did them there. Okay, so that is one technique where you just do it all over.
Wyatt's asking what paper you're using.
So this paper is like almost like a sheen poster board paper. Excuse me, just blowing my nose. There's allergies. I'm allergic to Dali. It's like a poster board paper. I could use Yupo, and I have used Yupo. Okay, let's do another technique. Let's do this one here. Now this one, same thing. I'm gonna go use some grape leaf, maybe some lemon. And again, I'm using these colors because I really need to have them pronounced for you guys to see. So I don't have any random way of doing this. I just kind of come in and I just pour some down like this on one side. Pour some down there.
Where are you pouring?
Tilt that over a little bit. And then do that. And then basically you can come in with as much as you want, and you just want to manipulate it so that it's kind of going down your page. Come in with some more color if you want to. Like I said, you're not going to get that dark line happening. Now if you get excess ink, just take the tip of your paper towel, and if you soak it up, just go down the bottom, and look at that, you can't even tell that there was any there. So that is that technique right there, where you're not actually covering and you're leaving some negative space. Okay, now I usually let that dry. So what I'm going to do is, in the interest of time, I'm just going to come and so remember, these take a little bit longer to dry, but once that is dry, the next step that you're going to do, you want to try and pick up some of this white right here. You want to try and pick that white up. On here, I've only actually used 3 colors. They're never going to be the same. Just take a little piece of a sanding block or sanding paper, and then I'm going to show you the before. Can you see it? There it is, the before. And then I'm just going to come in and I'm just going to pull back a little bit, and you start seeing some white areas come up. So that's how you do this one right here. And see how glossy and shiny that is when it's completely dried. Now, if you want to give it the next card, you want to take some wax paste to it and dull it down a bit. What you want to do is come in a little bit stronger with this to pull off some of that color. There you go, some of that color's been pulled up, but the sheen is still there. And then what you want to do, you want to just come in with your wax paste, and you just want to gently just go over it. Look at that embossing that picks up underneath. And I just love this because I think alcohol inks are great to play with, and sometimes we just need new techniques to realize that we can do a lot more with them. And I am really learning to love negative space. Okay, so now this is with the wax paste on it. And there you can see that one. So now if you wanted this to be duller even more, then you just want to keep on sanding it back a little bit. Now if you wanted to come back in and get some of those white pieces, you can do that again and continue with your sanding.
Okay. Roette's asking, where can she get the paper from?
Sorry, who's asking?
Roette Jensen.
Roette Jensen can get it from me.
Oh, okay.
I can I'll chat with her after. I'll figure out a place where you can probably get it from here. So okay, so look at that. We're done with this card, and we're done with this card. Okay, so I showed you both techniques on how to do that. So let's put those away. Oh, and let's not forget about this one, even though the colors are very different. Okay, so let's see the next card. Now, this card is also same technique, except you've really sanded back. So this card was created with the apple green and a little bit of brown. But again, same idea. Come in with your colors where you want them. And then come in with a little bit of brown where you would like it. And same technique, you're just going to take your brush and you're just going to start blending these in. And it all depends on how many colors you want to use and how many you don't. But that's all you're doing. You're constantly just blending it in. And as it dries, of course, it gets shinier. And you're just going to keep going. And again, the beauty about this ink is that you can keep working with it and bringing it in as much as you want. You don't have to worry about it leaving a dark line. And you're just going to keep going. Did I use the wrong side of this paper? No, I didn't. But you get the idea of what you're doing here. Okay, and then once this dries, you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to come back in and you're just going to do it a good old sanding. So same kind of concept, where it's starting to dry, it's starting to pick up that shine now. And this again is just a lot of that sanding back. So just take your time and sand it back and bring up some of that white. Okay. Now, next one. That was a quick one. Now on this one, all I've done is I've used a different embossing folder like this. And I've done the same technique, except I brought in some browns at the bottom. I brought in the jade green here, and I've got the coral blue right here. Same technique. And then what I did, and you can use any die cut, you can take a die cut and you're going to do the exact same thing that you would do. You can just start dropping some down like this. Now the beauty of this is, if you want to, you can bring in some different colors while you're coloring this, so that your die cut or whatever you have has a few different colors on it. You don't have to keep it brown like I've kept mine. So you can just come in and see, because it's a thicker consistency, it's not going to really drip anywhere. Like I've not had one drip come off it. And then you can just keep going around and color this in. You don't need to take a brush to it, and just keep going. I'm just showing you these colors. Obviously, they're probably not all the colors I would use together, but I'm showing them you because I want you to see the vibrancy of the alcohol inks. Okay, so there you have it. That is how that card was created. Same technique, just different colors, and then coming in and then just placing a die cut on top of the card. So far, so good, Dali?
So far, so good. The colours are amazing.
The colours are amazing. Okay, next one. I'm going to show you. You can't really see it on here. I'm not going to use these. Well, maybe I could use these colors. I'm going to try and see if it will show up on here how to use the rainbow ink. So I'm going to take Apricot and Poppy, which was in the kit. The rainbow mixative has a bulbarian in it. Don't shake it, the bulbarian might get stuck as with other mixatives. Just tap it. If it gets stuck, just tap it on your table. Okay, now let's see if we can see if this is going to work. So as normal, come in with some color, different colors.
Rainbow is my favorite.
And then I'm going to see if I can lift this up and if you guys can see the rainbow doing its magic. Don't know if you can see that. I'm going to swirl it around just so that you can see the colors a bit better. I'm going to wait till Dali tells me.
Yeah, you're a little bit behind on me.
Yeah,
so
and I don't know if you can see.
I will tell you when it comes up on mine. Okay.
And then what I'll do.
I'm sure you can, because it fizzes, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, I'll drop a bit more here just for demo purposes. And I'll try and drop that down here again so you can see that glitter. Is it showing up?
Yeah, I can see it. A little bit closer to the camera. Yep. Yeah, you can. You can see the tinge. Oh yeah, there. It's like a blue. It's really hard to explain.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
But it's beautiful. It fizzes. Oh, you can really see it now.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
I'll try a different color. Yeah, I'll try a different color here. Make sure I don't get it on my laptop.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
There.
Yeah, you can see it's nearly like it fizzes and sparkles. It's one of my favourite colours. I think if you get any colours, I think rainbows.
Yeah,
that's
you can
beautiful. I can really see it.
Oh, you can? Perfect.
Yeah. Wow, from Pat.
Yeah. So that is the rainbow. How cool is that?
Nice one for Christmas, isn't it?
Oh, it's gorgeous. I've got so many cards made using that. Again, today is just more about these little techniques. Make sure you keep your lids screwed on to your bottles. That's what happens when you accidentally unscrew your lid.
And also you can do this same technique using the alcohol inks on glass, can't you?
Yes, I have some glass plates I've done it on.
Maybe we can share those in a post.
Yeah, we can definitely share those in a post. Okay, so there's a bunch of techniques. This is now drying, and I'm gonna see if you can see the glitter on it. But you see how I worked with this ink for quite a while. I dropped some of the poppy, then I dropped some of the apricot, and then I dropped some of the coral blue, and none of it left those kind of dark rings anywhere. It just seamlessly blended in. And again, this is just on relatively cheap cardstock type paper. It's not even on Yupo. So on Yupo, you can imagine how much better that technique probably would be. I don't know. So there you have it. So that's another one done. I'm gonna roll today. I'm just gonna, oh my god, I'm just watching this one dry. I just want to show you that. Can you see the sheen on this? Is it sitting there? I don't know if you can. But
yeah, you can.
This is so shiny, the little clock thing here.
I love it.
Okay. Now the key when you're using the rainbow mixer tip, use it while your inks are still wet. Not so much when your inks have dried, because it won't penetrate the ink so much. Okay, next technique is a smooshing technique. So I'm going to teach you just how to do a smoosh. What's that?
Looks amazing now that it's dry.
Can you see it?
Yeah, it blends. They blend so well without blending.
Yeah, because when you look at that cog, I just kind of just went around the die cut. Sorry, everybody. We have the door open to the workshop. Might be just allergies and the neighbor cut his grass. Have to blame it on the neighbor. Okay, so moving along, this is called the Smoosh Technique. This is actually done on the embossed card also. So I'm just going to show you how this one works. This is very simple, very straightforward. So again, I'm taking colors that I normally probably wouldn't use just for demo purposes. And with this one, all I did was I did a line of yellow, like this. Some red. And I'm going to be crazy here and go with this coral blue, even though it's probably going to make it a little bit more smooshier. And then all you want to do is come get your paper, and you just want to smoosh it down like this. And it gives the most gorgeous effect. It's not even funny. I just love this. And you can end up using up all your ink. Put down more ink. If you want to keep a negative space like I am in this one, then you can do that too. But I will show you this. Pick up all your ink. And there you have it. That's the smoosh technique. So that's with some negative space. And this one was done with out negative space. So you have two different ones here, obviously two different colors. Now to dull it down, if you remember, it's all about sanding it back. So even with the smoosh technique, you can come in and you can sand it back. It's not, I should have probably waited till it dried a bit. Now, if you wanted, you again can come in with your wax paste, and I just love the wax paste. And don't forget, like, how many colors of wax paste do you have? I mean, I'm just using gold, but there's so many different colors. Like that turtle green is just so nice. You can make bookmarks, gift tags, because the alcohol inks are solvent based, and because you're putting the wax paste on, they're not gonna smudge or go anywhere. But there you have it. So that is just a smoosh technique that you can do, or you can cover the whole paper with the smoosh technique by obviously putting down lots of ink. So there we go. Okay, so the last but not least is this lady here. I don't know if you can see her. Let me bring her up. There's this lady right here. She is actually a design of Dahlia's and I's. We worked with our designer when we did our steampunk mechanics scrapbook pad, and so she goes with that set. And I don't even know if you have any of those pads left, do you, Dahlia?
Not in the UK, we don't. Maybe Paul might know. But...
Yeah, I just had 3 sell yesterday, and I think I've got maybe 8 left, but I've got to keep a couple for myself, because this was our very first ever scrapbook, 12 by 12 that we did double-sided.
We might bring it out as a 8 by 8.
An 8 by 8 in it. So anyway, she's a stamp that belongs to her. She's a big A6 stamp. So how did I create her? Is very simple. It's a smoosh technique, and again, I like to have some of that white negative space. So I'm just going to get rid of Paul's comment here and have that white negative space. So let's go back down to here, and let's just start on here. Now, I'm not going to worry that I've already got smooshing there. I'm just going to turn it this way. Now for her, I'm obviously going to need a lot more ink to go down, so I'm just gonna, actually maybe I will turn over. Make sure that the paper that you're working on is really flat, otherwise your inks will kind of run all over the place. So again, I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to how I'm doing this. It's just where I just want my inks to be. Just using the colors I have here. I have so many down under there too that I could pull out. And I'm just going down in this kind of manner. Maybe I'll bring some green in this time. And blue. Oh my goodness, could you imagine doing this with all the 53 colors you have, 60 colors you have, or whatever? And again, it's just, you're just smooshing around. Put down as much ink as you want. Don't want. I think she's going to end up being pretty dark. Okay, take your paper and just go for it. So I'm doing some off the page there because I want to keep some of that negative space, and then lift it off. And this time, this is what I've ended up with. Now, if you got that dribble there, lift it off. Okay. Now, if I wanted to go back in a certain area, I definitely can, and just pick up some color. Okay. Now, all you're going to do with this is you're going to come in and dry it. we lost the video, but I will carry on.
Oh, it's fine here.
Yeah, because you're delayed. Okay, I'm just going to put that there. And then what we're going to do is, I think it did that last time. Remember, it goes black on our screen.
Yeah.
And then really, it's not really black. So, I'm just going to put her onto my little stamping pad that Dali got me. Dali got me this and then started using one and realized she really liked this one. But I told her she already gave it to me, so I couldn't have it back. Yeah, as everybody knows, I'm not really all about making things dead straight. So I just want to see where her face ends up. Make sure that I like the colors. Okay, so when you're using any type of alcohol or media ink, oh good, it's still showing up there. You want to use, as Dali told me, I use Stazon or Stazon, and then it got all smudgy, and she goes, duh, you have to use archival ink.
Oh, sorry, it pauses, it just times out on the screen because the screen's set at a certain time out. So don't touch the screen.
I touched it. So archival ink, right, Dali? And give it a...
Yes.
And again, obviously I'm using different colors. Nothing, even if I use the same colors, it would... oh my God, what am I doing? I keep going on with this little ink pad here. I would have ended up with a different look. So that's it. And then you're just going to bring it down. And you're going to stamp her. I just love this steampunk lady. I got so many comments on this. The one that I did here. Thank you so much. We're actually, Dali was actually talking to me about it this morning. She was saying, you know what, Pip? We should actually print that and do a journal page with it. And I'm thinking Elizabeth Craft Designs has some great journals that you could use it on. Okay, I don't know how much strength I have. I don't know if I'm overdoing this or I don't know, massaging my hands. Anyway, I can always come back in and reprint it if worst case scenario. And make sure your ink is dry because my ink underneath wasn't super dry, just so you know. And that's one of the issues. Well, it's not an issue. It's a blessing in disguise that it takes so long to dry. But at the same time, it's good because, like I said, it gives you time to work with it. So I will show you the two. I will probably need to come back in and stamp this one again. Here's the two versions, one from the other day and one from today. And like I said, I will come back in and re-stamp her. And make sure your ink is dry when you are stamping, because what happens is you know, you don't want to stamp on a wet image because you don't want the alcohol on your stamp, and you also don't want it to ruin your image. But there you have it. These are all done. I hope it was informative. Like I said, today wasn't so much about...
Will you just lift them up a little bit higher? Because
oh,
there's a reflection of the light in it.
Absolutely. Just give me 1 second here. I'm worried Dali's going to come here and she's going to get ink all over her. Okay, so lift them up a little bit higher, hun.
Oh, they look nice now, flat. You can see them really clearly. Absolutely beautiful.
Can you see the two now?
Yep.
So just two different types of colors that you can get. And my thing says, sorry, we're having trouble playing this video, but I have held them up.
Oh, they're brilliant. And
you can see them. So that's the two different ones. But like I said, I'll probably come in and stamp her a little bit more, make her darker. But like I was saying to you, the bleeding on this paper, I mean, obviously this I rushed and dripped some down the back. But the bleeding on this paper is really good, especially when it's not embossed through the embossing folder. When it gets embossed through the embossing folder, the fibers break down. And what happens is it has that effect. Where was I going with this? Sorry, I started reading Paul's message.
He likes the stormy effect.
He likes the stormy effect. Okay, so the stormy effect, the reason you have this stormy effect, Paul, is because we took the heat gun to it. So what happened was, because the inks were really wet, so they actually got blown around a little bit more and got more blended and more stormy looking, if that's a technique or word. Whereas this one, I let dry naturally. I just let the inks stay where they were after I smooshed them. This one, I took the heat gun to. So if you don't want this stormy look, don't use a heat gun. Use a heat gun to fasten up the process. Yes, Roy, I think my computer did go to sleep because I still can't see anything. But there you go. So those are the two effects. That's it, Dali. You can come up here now. Dali, you can come up here now.
I am. I'm just sending a link. A few people are asking for the Shokart stamp.
Oh, yes. Let me go grab one. But you can't see yourself, so it's really funny. You're talking into abyss.
Abyss. God knows what she's done to it.
I don't
Typical.
know how many I have, but I can check.
Let's see.
Because they were pretty big size.
So, hello everybody. I'm here. And I can't see anything myself, but it doesn't matter. And Pip's just laughing at me. But she's just gone to grab the stamp. It's an A5 stamp.
I don't even know if I have any left, to be honest.
So it's beautiful. It's really, really large. It's a great image, great decoupage. Absolutely.
We have 3 left.
We have 3 left here in the UK, in Canada. We do have more in the UK. And I was just talking to Paul and Pip actually, and we are looking at printing the book, which is an 8x8. I don't know if you've got one here. Have you got one there?
I can grab one. I can't tell if they can see them.
Well, we just have to pretend that you can see them.
And these were
I'm gonna have a look.
Edition. 1, 2, 3.
There we are. They can see them.
Okay, I have to keep a book for myself because we'll never get this book again, this size. We only have 4 of these left. So
we're all good. Paul's saying hit escape, but it didn't work. And that's the book.
So this is the steampunk book, and you will see her. She is somewhere in one of these papers. Do you see her?
She might be behind one.
Okay. Oh, there she is. She's right there. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that, but I only have 4 left. These are the last of the 12x12 prints that they're limited edition, right? So
yep. We have. I was going to say we do have the stamps in the UK, and I think Paul says we might have 1 book, but we are going to be printing it in an 8x8, we believe. So it should be that.
I thought I would show my project that I did with this one, Dali.
Yes. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot.
Oh no, that's okay, hun. So this is a project I did using that 12x12 scrapbook steampunk mechanics. And as you can see, I've cut out the girl here. I've just used 1 background paper. And this was just a very simple workshop canvas that I had done. Now, the other thing with this one is, believe it or not, we have the 3D stencil that goes with this collection. So when we did this, we actually did it. You better get in front of the camera. They're going to be seeing the wall. We did it for Create and Craft. I remember.
That's right. So we did it for Create and Craft. So we did a whole steampunk collection. So we do have it in the UK, and we do have it here. So that's the stencil as well. The stencil is absolutely beautiful. It's a 3D stencil, which means that it gives you much more definition than anything else. Paul's just notified me we have no books in the UK left. So we do have stamps. So we are going to get some more done. Probably an 8x8.
Yeah, so that I think was the kit. It was, we did the book, the stencil, and the stamp. And the 3D stencil, the reason it's a 3D stencil is, and you can't really tell from here, it's really thick. So the texture when you're doing it comes up really super thick. There's Dali and I on the back. So there we are, the Shokart Mixology sisters. But anyway, there you have it. So that's where she's from. She's very, very popular. Like I said, thank you everybody for the comments on her when I made her the other day. I was just blown away by them. But that's it for today. But let's do a recap of what we got coming up next week. It's so hard, guys, because we're assuming we're talking to you and we're assuming you can see us.
On the screen.
Yeah, but it's so behind her. Okay, so next week.
Oh, I've moved it already.
She's already taken.
It's just over in the middle of the table where the yellow.
Yeah.
So just to finish off for today and to say a big thank you to you all. We've also, we're going to be doing this beautiful Elizabeth Crafts camera kit. I know a lot of you have bought it, and I know a lot of you have already pre-ordered it, but I just want to say that it's absolutely fabulous now that I've got my hands on it. And you can make these beautiful little albums using these. So they're absolutely gorgeous. All the little elements, all the different pages, absolutely great for any occasion. You know, we take so many photographs and it'd be really nice to put those in here. So I'm sure you can see all of those. I've also made one with my digital download papers. Again, really, really, really pretty. So slightly different to a steampunk version. Oops. And you get all of this. But we'll be posting all of this so that you can have a look at this for next week.
I have one thing that I wanted to talk about, if I can find
it. Oh, okay. She's going to talk about something. I don't know what she's going to talk about, but she's coming back. And we can see.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's a new product.
For Pip.
For me, that Paul said, hey, Pongo, you need to play with this. Apparently, I've been sitting at home and expanding, he says. So, that's what he said. I'm expanding. Pongo's expanding. I'm not expanding. It's called Expand Paste. It's new to me. I know Dolly's had to play with it. You love it. Expand Paste. You put it down through a stencil and you use it with actually the media inks. I'm going to try a few techniques. And I'm going to probably post something on Facebook, so stay tuned. But what Expand Paste basically is, you can tint it, you can color it, you can use it on cards, you can use it on fabric, you can use it on anything. If you put it on fabric, you can actually wash it at 40 Celsius in the washing machine, so it's waterproof. But the reason it's called Expand Paste is because, I mean, you've used it, it will... it goes here. It will expand when you put it down, so it pops up and it looks like
with the heat.
With the heat, and it almost looks like marshmallowy almost. It's like
amazing.
I don't know if you remember back in the 80s and 70s. Now I'm aging myself. When you used to get all those neon type clothes and they used to have that kind of puffy writing on them. So I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm going to do something with this and I will post it, maybe a little video sometime this week. But I'm going to tell you right now, Paul was really stingy. He only sent me 6 and I'm taking one of them. So I only have 5 left. But I'm going to tell you, you're going to see the technique and you're going to want this. I'm just putting it out there today.
Before she eats it or anything, you know.
I can't wait to play with it.
So she's very excited.
So the camera kit next week, right?
Next week. I know a lot of you have asked, and thank you, Els, for providing us those.
Thanks to Elizabeth Crafts. Amazing. And is it Miss Glass, who did this?
Yeah, I think it's
Esther Glass. Esther Glass, yeah. And great job, Esther. And if I get time to play, I'm going to make something as an addition to this camera, and you'll just have to wait and see. And it's like, let's see, Paul's saying it's like an expanding foam, if you will. Yeah. But thank you, Paul. I might have to get more in from you. But I'm telling you, you guys are going to go crazy over this product. Okay, that's it. I think we're done. Is there anything you want to say? Because I never let you say nothing.
She's just want to say a big thank you. Please stay safe, stay well. And thank you for joining us. And thank you for all the orders that you place with us. And if there's anything you want us to show you, teach you, or try and help you with, anything you've purchased, anything, just message us and we'll do our best to help you. If we don't have it in stock, we'll try our best to get it. But Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's taken a little while because of the COVID thing, but we do always manage to get it in. More camera kits are on their way. Elizabeth Crafts has again graciously given us some more, so we will get those back in. But yeah, stay tuned. We'll have maybe try and do a couple of techniques and get them posted. Maybe not alive, but at least get some videos out there.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, then, guys. Thank you, everybody, and thank you, everybody, for keeping us busy during lockdown. Stay safe. And Roya, does the paste harden when it dries?
It does. It still has a puffiness to it, but it doesn't go solid. No.
It's like a softy kind of pokey thing. It's like a marshmallowy thing, but yet it's washable.
Yeah.
Thanks, Judy.
Thanks,
Gail. Oh, thanks, Judy.
Pat.
Thank you for that lovely comment. We try to do our best.
We do.
Like I said, sometimes we're running by the seat of our pants, right?
And we have lots going on.
Like my hair was wet when I came. Dali's like, it's 9:48, and I said, I haven't hair dry. She goes, go back and just hair dry your bangs, which are now really long. But you know, we like it. We sometimes like working off that energy where we're so all over the shop, right? Yeah. But thank you. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible, especially with what's going on with small businesses and stuff. We really, really appreciate such loyalty and such great friends, all of you. And hopefully before Dali leaves, we will get a chance to all get together, even if it's in the parking lot of Toys R Us, Roya and Gloria, and just sitting there with our lawn chairs and having coffee and donuts. But that's it. I think we're good.
We're good. We'd like to say bye. Have a lovely day. The sun's shining here. Enjoy. And we're just going to go and have Mum's tea.
Yep. Enjoy, everybody. Talk to you later. We will get your orders done. We'll go through the comments and get them sorted. But I can tell you right now, we've only got 3 expand pastes left.
We have.
Oh, 2. We're down to 2. Okay then, everybody. Have a great day. See you later.
Bye. Thank you.